Hello. This video is intended to provide you a demonstration of the ERP which we are developing for Maruti Sales Private Limited. So basically this is the login screen for where you have to enter your user ID and password to get logged in to the system. So let's get started. As of now I don't have any set password for this user, so I'll type just admin and just I'll click login. When you get logged into the system, so this is the navigation panel for this system, and there are some menus like what are masters. There are certain masters for this application, and there are some transactions, stock adjustment transactions, quotation, sales return, and expense management. So let's start with the basic, that masters. What are the masters? The first we have to there is a company for we can say that company master. First master is a company master. So basically the company master will company title, address, contact details. As of now I have just included this, and you can update from here. The second one is the user master. From here you can create a new users. There are two types of users. One is the admin and another one is the users. So you can create multiple admins and multiple users. Accordingly he will have a access right to the applications. And the another one is a unit master. For you, this unit master is in terms of that if you have if any items will have a unit definitely to measure the quantity. So basically from here you can create a new units. For example, kg, pcs, meters. And if you want to create new, just click here new, type your unit. Like say we don't have a centimeter, so type here centimeter, save it, and just it will appear here. If you want to edit it, you can edit from here, right? And if you want to delete it, you can delete. So these are the basic functionality of all of the masters. So you can create, add and edit and delete any masters. So next one is the item group master. This is the basically a one additional functionality. But we can say that if you want to grouping your items in a certain group format, right, you can create a, for let's say for example if you want to group a mobile with his company or anything else like that, what is a smartphone, is it of which company we do have, a lava, etc etc. So this is a basically item group, just nothing else. And we do have a three type of item types, sorry, two types of item types: raw material and finished item. The raw material which is we are purchasing from our suppliers, and the finished items which are we are selling to our end customers. So there are two types of items we do have, and based on you can create a raw material group, and based on that you can select a finished item. It will be a follow finished item group. And also I have given the one functionality. From here you can export to all the data into a well-mannered Excel sheet CSV format. So as you can see here, you can export the data from the application. Okay, the next one is item master. From here you can create a new item name, like let's say that item name is ABC trans, or we can see A4 gear, right? What is the item type? It's our finished item. We are going to sell this item. What is the item group? Let's say the finished group M. What is the unit? We'll measure it in a kg. And what is the purchase rate? When you are purchasing from supplier, then what will be your purchase rate, average purchase rate? We can say that 125 rupees. What is the sales rate? When we are selling the particular customer, what is the sales rate? Let's say 135. Okay, this is the reorder quantity. The reorder quantity is used for the future purpose, that if you want to if you need a report, like if item stocks goes down or equal to 10 quantity, then system will remind you that you have to reorder this particular item. So this is the for notification purpose, just and the another one is opening quantity. The opening quantity is basically we can say that quantity when we are creating an item. For let's say if we start using system today and we do have a 20 quantity of A4 gear, so based on initial stage that you have to enter here 10 quantity. So when we are creating this item, that you will be able to see this current stock of this item will be a 10 quantity. So and this this is the notes. If you want to put any extra notes from here, then you can suggest, and once you saved it, it will appear here. Alright, you can search by the text, you can search by the group, you can search by the finish item. So this is a basically a item master. The another one is the text master. This is the text master. So you can create a different type of taxes, like say for let's say we do have a two tax at 0% and tax VAT at the 10% and GST at that 18%. So you can add, edit, delete, whatever you want to do. Let's say if you want to create a new, then select here VAT or GST, tax name, and what is the tax percentage of that particular taxation. Another one is a supplier master, and the supplier master we do have some of the basic information that if the person, let's say that this is a Republic Traders, right? Is this person is an individual or a company? If it's an individual, then you have to click here, and this input is basic contact details and what is the balance, reference, comments, what is the taxation will be applied for this supplier. Is this a case supplier, or and what is the status, if it is active or not. You can deactivate it later, so it's based on you. If you don't want to delete it and you want to keep it in for future use, you can keep it as a inactive mode. So basically this is a supply master. And okay, the another one is a custom master. It will be the same as a supply master, you will have same details like that, and just the difference is there are customers which are reflecting the sales transactions, and those are the suppliers which are reflected in purchase transactions. The another one is a item stock report. From here, let's say A4. So from here you will be able to see the stock transactions, that A4 gear, what is the opening quantity, what is the closing quantity, available quantity is a 10 quantity, right? These were our opening quantity which were created item at the time we have just inputted. So the next transaction is the purchase master. For purchase master you can see all the purchase transaction listed over here which you entered before, and to create a new, just click on add new. What is the receipt date? The 27. Who is the supplier? What is our item? Let's say we purchase 5. Add it to the here, and automatically weight and all the things will be calculated. Once you clicked here, you have to just save it. What is the payment method? Let's say cash, and details will be saved here. You can search it by different 2 time frames, and also you can search by the supplier, right? And plastic seller, so you can also edit it, right? And if you want to have a report, then you can see the 5 is a debit based on a received. The next one is a purchase return. The purchase return is if you purchase something from supplier, and if you now want to return it, then you can return from here. What is the return date and which is item? If you select A4, automatically it will fetch the 5 quantity you purchased. If you want to return 3 quantity, then you have to go here and save it. Automatically you can see here that you will get a transaction that 3 credit due to debit note. So this is the purchase transaction. This is the stock adjustment transaction. If you want to adjust quantities, let's say that who is the operator, that I have done this, right? What is the note to manage these things? What is the which is our item? Edit. It will automatically fetch the available quantity, how much you want to adjust. I need to 15, right? Due to stock miscalculation. So it will find the difference between both of the quantity, and as you can see here, the three quantity will find the difference between available and the adjust quantity, and it will adjust accordingly. So this is the stock adjustment. And the stock sales quotation, for here sales quotation, you have to select the customer, what is the not which item he wants to purchase, let's say 10, and what is the taxation, according you will find the sales quotation. And what is the sales, and it will be similar kind of screen will be similar kind of purchase. You have to select over here payment method, which item do you want to sell. Let's say 3 item I want to sell in the sales of one, in a rate of sales rate 135. If you want to change it, you will be able to change it 150, and if you want to change here from here, then you will be able to change it from here. So let's say that 150. If you can also will be able to print a invoice, and this is a sales return. If you select invoice number, automatically it will A4 gear 5 quantity, let's say 3. This is the credit note, we can say sales return. So here all the details will be folded here, that you will be able to trace what is the transaction over this item in past date. And the next one is the expense management. There are some of by default features. Expense types in mobile rent, salary, miscellaneous, tea, travel, and advertiser expense. So basically you have to select one mobile expense. What is the expense date, what is the amount, 150. What is the bill number, let's say ABC001. And the note is the mobile is paid for this number. You can save it, and from it will appear here. And also you can search it by dates within mobile expense. What is the rate expense, you can search it by filters. So these are the transactions, and rest of the things that you can lock your system. So once you unlock this, all the details will be here, right? And the log off, you can log off to the another user. Let me get logged in from my user. So this user will not have a master's right, this is the user. And another one is the exit. So basically this is the progress over this application. I have tried to figure out most of the things, and I have implemented most of the things, only reporting part is remaining. So this is the progress, and let me share your thoughts and review on this. Yeah, thanks, bye bye.